Good morning, everyone out there in Facebook world. Coming to you today with our Finance Friday video. I am Amanda Kendall. So today I want to talk to you about the 4 driving forces of cash flow in your business. So there are 4 as far as I am concerned. You may talk to people that think there are more, there may be less, but these are the 4 that when I am looking at a business and the financial health of the business, these are the 4 things I look at, and there is an order to them that you have to manage. And so we're going to touch on all 4 of these today in very short detail, and then over the next 4 weeks we will dive into each one a little bit more in depth for each one specifically. But today I just want to touch on the 4 and get you thinking about what they are, the order of them, and where you're putting your focus on these 4 in your business. So the number 1, paying taxes. So as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, you do not actually have profit in your business until the taxes are paid. And so this is a very important thing that you need to put first. And so when I'm talking the 4 forces of cash flow, I'm talking you have this money that's sitting in your business that you can either pay things with, you can pay yourself, you can take distributions, whatever the case is, but you need to do these 4 things when you have cash in your business. So that first one again is paying your taxes. You can do this quarterly, you can pay these monthly, you can set these aside, however you want to do this. This just needs to be the number 1 driving force when you have cash flow in your business and you're looking at it. So it's paying your taxes. The percentage that you pay is going to depend on the amount of income you make, along with other factors involved in your taxes. So you should definitely be talking to your tax professional about this and making sure that you understand what your percentage is in time to make sure that you are getting these on there. Good morning, Kristen and Ann and Kevin. Thanks for hopping on this morning, guys. Glad to have you here with me. Second driving force of cash flow is repaying debt. So this should be the second thing that you are doing. Debt in business, I have watched it sink businesses in the past. And so it's really important when you have debt as a business. Hey, Patricia, thanks for hopping on. That you are really taking a look at paying that off as quickly as you can, but without harming your cash flow in your business. So this is one that it can be very tricky because some debt can be expensive, some cannot be very expensive. And so you really just want to make sure that you're prioritizing and you're looking at how you're paying that off in your business. You cannot build wealth in your business until you have a 0 debt status. That there is good debt and bad debt in business, and good debt will help you grow your business, and bad debt does not help you grow your business. It just costs you on interest. And so it's really important to look at your business and figure out for you specifically what the difference between the 2 is, and make sure that following paying your taxes that you're looking at getting that debt paid off strategically so it's not harming your cash flow, but also so that it allows you to grow to a point of wealth in your business. The third driving force is reaching your core capital target. This is going to vary drastically from one business to the next. But what a core capital target is in your business, it is the amount, and let me be very, very clear that debt is not capital. Taking a loan out is not creating capital in your business. Capital in your business is cash flow that you have in your business that you do not owe back to anyone, that is not allocated for taxes, that is not allocated for paying debt. And so it's really important that when you business, it needs to be a number that works for you. For some businesses, this is 6 months of operating expenses, no questions asked. That's what it is. So that if they ever hit a down slump in revenues, that they know they have 6 months to get through before they have to start to go into panic mode. This allows a business to operate a lot more out of abundance rather than out of lack when they're going month to month, when they know that they have this core capital target set aside. So after you pay off debt, now you need to start to build that core capital target, and you need to figure out what that is for you, and you need to build towards that and start saving towards that. Once you have your core capital target reached, now we hit driving force number 4 for cash flow in your business, and that is profit distributions. But it's really, really important for the safety of your business to build that core capital target before you start taking those profit distributions, simply because those profit distributions and put you in a position where you may not have the necessary cash flow if you do hit a bad month in business to get you through if you don't have any core capital targets set aside. So profit distributions are that driving force number 4, and they should always come last to all of these other three things. And so it's really, really important to know in your business what these numbers are. You need to know for driving force number one, and you need to know what that percentage is based on your taxes. So, and this is going to change every year. So you want to be in close communication with your tax professional on this percentage and make sure that you know what that is for every year as you're growing and as you're expanding. Make sure you know that percentage so that you're hitting that right number. Driving force number two is paying off that debt. It is impossible to actually have wealth building if you still have debt in your business, because that debt is offsetting the wealth that you're building. So it's really important to know the difference between good debt and bad debt in business. Good debt being debt that actually helps you grow and expand your business. And it's really important to strategize how you're going to pay that off to get yourself completely out of debt on those. Driving force number three is that core capital target, and this one is so, so important, but it is number three for a reason, but it does come before number four simply because you have to make sure you have the cash flow necessary to carry your business through slow times, the cash flow necessary to expand when needed without having to take out debt to do so. And so figuring out what that core capital target for you is number three, and then working towards that. And then number four is your profit distributions. And so it's really important as you're doing this to just understand what each of those numbers mean to you in your business, mapping that out, knowing how to implement each of those in your business. So over the next 4 weeks, when I'm doing my Finance Friday videos, we're going to touch on each of those a little bit more in detail. So next Friday, we will really touch on paying the taxes and why that has to be number one. Then the following week, we will touch on the debt, then the core capital target, and then the profit distributions. And so it's really important that they are in that order. I truly believe that those four things in that order is really the only way to set your business up for self and to set your business up so that you do not ever run into a cash flow issue that's going to sink your business, because I've seen it happen, and it is so heartbreaking to watch that happen to an entrepreneur just because they didn't put these four things in that order. So that's my video for today. If you have any questions on that, please drop it in the comments, shoot me a private message, whatever you're most comfortable with. But I would love to just talk to you, each and every one of you, about these things. If you have questions, please questions. These are honestly four things that can make or break a business, in my opinion. And if you don't understand these four things, please don't continue operating your business without a clear understanding on these. I would love to have a conversation with you and walk through what that looks like for you. Glenn Lundy's on. Check it out. If you guys don't follow Glenn Lundy on his #Rise and Grind show, you really should, because it is phenomenal. So those are my 4 tips for today. We will dive into those a little bit more over the next 4 weeks on each. We'll see you guys later.